Well, we are at this wonderful institution called Qatar, the Cultural Village. It is truly a spectacular place. The weather is fantastic. And today is a very, very special occasion because, you are talking to me immediately after the inauguration of this wonderful festival, A Passage to India. India is a country with rich cultural diversity. You see, India's civilizational ethos, it is more than 5,000 years old. India is a multicultural, multilingual, multi-religious society. And our cultural civilizational ethos it is all embracing. You see, there is a saying in Sanskrit which really sums up our ethos. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the entire world is one family. So that is the type of culture that India represents. And I think it is our strong relationship with the Gulf region, with Qatar and other countries that has been nurtured through close people-to-people contacts, through trade ties. And that is what is blossoming. It is flourishing in the modern times. And I think what we are seeing this evening, this festival, is just a manifestation of that. Our relationship goes back into history. It's steeped in history. You know, it's a time-tested friendship. And in the current context, we have, between our two great countries, we have a multifaceted and growing cooperation in diverse sectors. Well, trade is doing very well. Our partnership with Qatar in the energy sector is a very important partnership, and we greatly value it. Qatar is the largest supplier of LNG to India. And we are also exporting machinery, equipment, a number of commodities, a number of other items to Qatar. And the potential to increase our trade is considerable. Currently, the trade is doing very well. In the year 2013-14, the two-way trade between the two countries was nearly 17 billion US dollars. And we imported $16 million worth of goods from Qatar, which is mainly LNG. And our export was nearly 1 billion US dollars. And you see, we have a growing economic partnership. We would greatly welcome higher inflows of Qatar's investments into India. Qatar has emerged as a major global investor. There are some good investments, but there is a vast potential to further increase it. Assalamu alaikum. Namaskaram. Very good evening to everybody. Our relations with Qatar are deep-rooted. And we have had people-to-people contacts through centuries. Now, presently, the Indian community is the largest expatriate community in Qatar. It is truly a diverse, a highly accomplished, and a highly regarded community, a very vibrant community. And they serve as a strong bond, a strong bridge between the two countries, India and the state of Qatar, and they are giving their best to the country where they are. Qatar is, I think, giving a lot of importance to education, research, innovation. Look at the inspirational institutions like Qatar Foundation. It's an education city, the Science and Technology Park, and Qatar is allocating almost 2.8% of its GDP for research and development, for innovation. So Qatar is an emerging knowledge economy. India is a large knowledge economy. I think that provides us a natural synergy. And there are good exchanges, and there are some good proposals that are being worked between the both sides.
I'm here practicing as a doctor, an ENT specialist in Qatar for the last 31 years. We are here to come and celebrate the great day of the Indian Cultural Center, the passage to India. The Indian Cultural Center was formed many, many years ago under the aegis of the Embassy of India, and I was lucky to be one of the founder members of this organization. It is basically to promote the culture between the two great countries who had historical relationship for centuries together in trade and other cultural activities. We want to reinvent the whole thing again and bring in a mini India to this Qatar village to showcase the Qatari people and other nationals in Qatar what India is and what their culture are. We have invited many of our Qatari friends to come here. We hope to see them today and tomorrow in the show and spend some time with them, explaining to them what India is, what Indian culture is, when they go back to visit India, what they can look there in that country, and so on. We have a lot of Indian shops here, which is part of the cultural heritage. If you can see, in India, it's a university in diversification. You can see different types of costumes from one state to other state, and also the different cuisines, the food. A lot of restaurants here, Indian restaurants here, where you can taste different food from India. It varies from one end to the other end. Kashmir to Cape Comorin, it is different, actually. So people will have a taste of our culture, our costumes, our food, our dances, our other activities here. We'll have different dance forms performed here. When I came to Qatar 31 years back, my family, my wife and two young children of 6 years old followed me to Qatar, and they joined the local Indian school and they're happily studying here. We have a girl after 13 years of our last two boys, and then she was born here in Qatar and she claims to be a Qatari because when she went to the college and when she had to represent the country in a march past, she chose to carry the Qatari flag. So it was so much into them that the children have got into the culture of this country and the friends of the country, and they love this as one of their mother countries, actually, like India. So that is very part of this one. Then they were married, and then I have two grandchildren who also are very much part of this culture, and they like to dress and pose like Qataris here, and they love this dress. And whenever there's an opportunity for them to have a function where we are going with the Qatari friends, they go in this attire. So they all got well adapted into the local culture, and they love this country and spend most of their time in this country than in India now. Well, while I was working here, I have gained a lot of knowledge, experience in the international arena, and gathered a lot of friends from all over the world. So what we thought that we should benefit the places where we are living and where we are going to live. So we are trying to do the same thing here. As you perhaps know, that we have just signed with a major medicity called Medanda Medicity during the last visit of His Highness the Emir to India for establishing a 500-bed hospital in Qatar. हाँ भैया, शफाक कैसे है भैया?
जी बहुत ठीक है सर।
ठीक है भाई?
जी
बढ़िया है।
जी सर।
कैसा है घर वाला सारा ठीक है?
बस सब एकदम बढ़िया है सर, घर पे।
बढ़िया है। Good. उत्तर प्रदेश में कौन सा डिस्ट्रिक्ट से तुम आता है?
हमारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट अम्बेडकर नगर है।
और तुम्हारा विलेज कहाँ है?
विलेज हमारा उधर ही है, गांव का नाम है डोंडो।
डोंडो?
यस सर।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। उधर सारा लोग रहता है उधर?
बहुत सारा
हिंदू मुसलमान
सब एक साथ
सारा रहता है?
Yes,
बहुत
sir.
प्यार से रहता है लोग?
प्यार से, बिल्कुल
बिल्कुल प्यार से रहता है।
Yes.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। आप कितने साल पहले कतर आया था?
करीब 9 साल पहले आया था सर।
9 साल पहले आया था?
जी सर।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा। और तुम्हारा क्या इरादा है कतर के बारे में?
कतर बहुत ही अच्छा कंट्री है और बहुत ही अच्छा लोग हैं यहाँ के, और यहाँ और भी हम रहना चाहते हैं।
अच्छा, तुम खुश है इधर के काम करने में?
जी बहुत ही खुश हूँ।
देखो भाई, कतर में आने के बाद तुमको एक अच्छा नौकरी मिला, तुमको एक तुम्हारा देखभाल कर सकता था तुम्हारा फैमिली।
जी।
तुम से इंडिया में तो ऐसा हो सकता था?
नहीं, वो पॉसिबल नहीं था सर। इधर से हमको बहुत ही हेल्प मिला।
सीधा जाओ।
यहाँ से बहुत ही हेल्प मिला और बहुत ही हम खुश हैं, और इससे हमारा फैमिली बहुत ही खुश है।
अच्छा।
जो यहाँ से हम पैसे देते हैं, इससे हमारा बहुत अच्छा घर गुजर सब चलता है।
कुछ घर वर बनाया तुमने?
जी हाँ, घर भी बनाया।
तो तुम एक आदमी से कितना लोग रह रहा है इंडिया में?
हम लोग उधर 6-7 आदमी रह रहा है।
6 आदमी रह रहा है। सीधा जाओ, सीधा जाओ। तुम्हारा बच्चा कितना है?
हमारा 3 बच्चा है।
वो पढ़ता है?
जी हाँ, पढ़ता है।
क्या स्कूल में?
जी हाँ।
वो खुश है?
जी बहुत खुश है हम लोग।
तुमका क्या इरादा है, उसको क्या बनना है तो जिंदगी में?
उसको सोच रहे हैं, एक लड़का डॉक्टर बनेगा।
अच्छा। और
दूसरा एक इंजीनियर बनेगा।
ओके।
और लड़की है, वो भी डॉक्टर बनाने के।
वेरी गुड, बहुत बढ़िया। ये तो ऐसा ऊर्जा सोचना चाहिए तुम लोग, क्यों उस दर तक हम लोग वो मंजिल में पहुंच सकते हैं।
यस।
What do you want to become in your life?
Aeronautical engineer.
My God. So you keep all the planes safe, is to fly well. Okay? Good luck. Well, education is the most important gift that you can give to your children. That's we got from our parents. We are so grateful to them for that. We thought we have to do our big part to the society and our children and our grandchildren. Although there are many good schools, Indian schools in the country, when we came, I always felt a need of a different school, I would say. Everybody has their philosophy, and we had our own philosophy. So I took a lead with a few of my friends to organize a new school in Qatar, an Indian school. In 2004, we started as a very small group of 283 children in a campus near the Deering Road. Well, we had a lot of initial difficulties to start with, but we had a meticulous planning. In the first year itself, the performance of the children were noted by the public at large, and then it was a success story. The next year, we had almost 1,000 children, and it grew. Currently, after 10 years, we have 7,000 children. We have our children visiting other schools with independent schools, and we also have some art forms performed in those schools where the Qatari children come to know what an Indian art is actually. And they also see the Qatari children and their form of art, their learning ways and everything. They interact that way, visiting other schools also. We also interact with other international schools also and visit them, their schools, and interact with those children to know their learning capabilities and how they can be adopted here, and they benefit out of that one. We believe that the children in the school have to be connected with the local culture and the local habits So we take them for field trips. One of the most popular destinations is the Islamic Art of Museum. Children regularly visit there in batches and they understand about the Islamic art and the museum. And then we take them outdoors like Subara, beaches, the marina area, the deserts, and so many places the children go, and then they understand the local culture, how they live, how the nomadic life have come to a modern life in this part of the world, actually. We have an association with the Ahmad University. Actually, the president of the Ahmad University, Sheikh Ali bin Abdullah Al Thani, has come here and spoken in one of our functions. And we have an association with the community police, where those people come here and educate the children about their role in the community, their responsibilities in the community, abuses in the community, so that children are kept away from a lot of abuses in the society, actually.
Hello, Doctor.
Helen, salam alaikum, Helen. Please join us. Please. Okay, I know you have been to India many times. Where all have you been, actually?
I go to the Bombay and also Cochin.
Okay.
Also, I forget the last
Bangalore?
one.
No.
Bangalore.
Bangalore,
yeah,
you have gone. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
correct.
These are the most famous places many of our Qatari friends go.
Yeah, correct.
Out of this place, which one do you like most?
Cochin is very nice
Yes.
because the food.
Food is there. They're very
nice.
natural also.
Correct.
Did you go to the backwaters?
Yeah,
Did
one
they-
time. Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, with the group.
With the
my
group of people.
Yeah.
Let's have a cup of coffee.
So, sir, how did you meet him?
Because
Yeah.
Dr. Thomas is very famous about the clinic, and somebody tell me is very good about nose and. Yeah, I meet him the first time, and that time I know he's the best one because he just give me medicine for 1 day. I'm very good, come very good.
Thank you. It's a confidence, each other have, the patient have a confidence in the doctor, and we are comfortable treating, people who have a positive look to the life. So we became friends, and I came to learn about his interest in honey. He is the person who has a new brand called Busafe. He has this honey farms. The honey you drink.
And it's a very, I think, a very good medicinal value. That.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it is come from the old Sidra plant. He has honeybees there. So the Sidra plants are known for existing millions of years in the deserts. So the honey that comes from that must have some immunological power to cure many diseases.
Correct.
So I personally use this, I must tell you that, I must confess you. Thank you for that, actually. Please go ahead. Khalid, you have friends like me for many years, and Qatar is a country where there are a lot of expatriate population coming and living, join the culture, join the land, worked with this country, other people in the Qatar to build this country.
Correct.
How do you feel about their presence here in the country?
Actually, I am happy about that. It's not just they learn, also I learn something new culture. Before we don't have many food. Now we have many things from India, from Pakistan, from Iran, from European country. Now it's very different. Also Qatar is different. Also the Qatari people is coming very different. Before was too much too close, but now opening, mind opening, and we are friendly more. It's good for us and good for them. When anybody coming is not different. No, he's in his country. will make him is like our friend, not as different. No, he's from another culture, another things. No, he's same like us.
You think their presence has helped to make this country more international, more culture-wise, accept other cultures and everything, and that is...
Yes, mashallah, you are more than 30 years here in Qatar. You know, it's no different for Qatari and another nationality.
Yeah.
We, in community is one hand.
Well, I've met so many Americans here in Qatar who are so excited about helping Qatar reach its goals and reach its dreams.
January 2012, we started our program here in Doha. And we have been operating for the last 3 years with people here with all sorts of physical disabilities.